Hello and good day to you. Good Labour's Day for people in Canada, and welcome to each one of you. Today, our theme is Don't Be Afraid. Don't be afraid. Because in the gospel of today, we see Jesus that goes in the synagogue and starts preaching. And at the same time, he sees somebody who is sick, and we're sure he's going to cure him. And the Pharisees are there looking at him another time, trying to see what he did wrong and trying to catch him finally, doing something against the law. But Jesus, we know, is coming in with a new law. But how can Jesus be so quiet inside? Why is he not afraid like each one of us? Because it's normal for us to be afraid, but why does Jesus? Why isn't he afraid? We'll go back to the garden with Adam and Eve, and I think we'll find our answer. They were quiet and met God every day. But one day, they sort of cut the link that they had with God when they decided by themselves to decide what is right and what is wrong. And they weren't living anymore in the grace of God. And that day, when God went into the garden, he couldn't find them. And finally, they stood up and he asked them, "Why were you hiding like that? We were afraid of you." But they weren't afraid before. Why all of a sudden are they afraid? Because they're not in the grace of the Lord anymore. That's why we're afraid. And Jesus is not afraid, never afraid, because he's always in the grace of his Father. He's always looking for his Father's will. What do you want, Father? What would please you? I do nothing by myself. My will is to do your will. That's how much I love you. So we always have the temptation to decide by ourselves what is good, what is wrong, what is bad, what is better. We're adults. We know. We can decide. But it's not that way in the way of God. God is our Father. He doesn't want to dominate on us. He just wants to show us how to love. He knows us. He knows the heart of man. He created it. And when he tells you this or that, it's only love. His name is love. His will is love. His law is love. So today, rest and think about that. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of nothing. Just look at the Virgin Mother, the Blessed Mother. If she would have stopped and said, "Oh," when the angel came in, "Oh, but if all this is true, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to be killed? What is Joseph going to say? What are my parents going to say?" And she would have been scared. But she stayed with her eyes lifted up towards the angel, toward the Lord, and she was looking for his will. That's how she wasn't afraid of anything. So, if we're afraid of whatever, just turn our eyes towards the Lord and ask him to stay in his will, to stay in his grace. And grace, gratis, it's free. So just ask for it today. You have time. And have a wonderful day.